This is what a normal grapevine looks like. This is completely healthy. This leaf has 3 lobes. You may have no lobes or up to 5 lobes on a leaf, but they all are nicely shaped and they're green, they're evenly spaced, and this is a nice healthy vine. And this is what damaged grapevine leaves look like. They're cupped, they're kind of web-shaped, all the veins are kind of parallel to each other instead of spreading out in the normal shape. The veins are raised and white, and they're very oddly shaped. Stems in this case don't look like they're damaged, which is good because damaged stems can cause problems for several years after the damage occurs. And this is damage caused by one of the growth regulator herbicides, probably 2,4-D, but it could be MCPA or dicamba. All of those are active ingredients in lawn herbicides. You put them on a lawn because they kill broadleaf plants and not grass plants. They're also used in cornfields to kill broadleaf plants. Unfortunately, grapes are very susceptible to the herbicide. Now, how does it get inside the vineyard from outside? Well, it can come in through the spray, what we call spray drift to the off-target organisms, and so when they're being applied, the herbicide can drift, the molecules and the spray drops can drift around. Also, if they evaporate, the vapors of these chemicals can move around and affect plants. So on a hot day where there's more volatilization, then the vapors can move to a new area, and they can drift for a long ways. It doesn't have to be one of my neighbors. I haven't used any herbicide, so I know it's not mine, but it could be from somebody, a block or 2 away. So it's a dangerous chemical if it's not applied correctly and appropriately. But besides damage to grapes, other sensitive plants are the tomato family. So you have tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, sweet potatoes. You have the melon family. You have cucumbers and melons. Then you have legumes and beans. So 3 really wide groups of plants that we use in our vegetable garden are all very susceptible to 2,4-D, which is probably the one that caused this damage here. If you see these leaves on your plant, then look to see where they occur. These are occurring on the ends of the new growth right now, which means that this is recent. Sometimes you'll find the damage back into the vine a little ways, and the new leaves are growing in appropriate shapes and for that particular plant, and then you know that the damage was in the past and that the plant is growing out of it. In this case, only a few of the new growth vines are affected. The older vines, the older leaves, the rest of these plants are not affected, and so I don't think this is a serious problem this time, but it is something that you need to pay attention to whenever you see this weird shaped web kind of leaf. And other horticulture plants that I can think of right off the top of the head, redbud trees and some burning bush can be susceptible. And if the stems are affected, then sometimes you'll see the branches in a kind of a web shape as well, all the veins all being parallel, and so maybe a paddle shaped branch. Instead of just being round, it kind of flattens out and all the veins grow side by side. So it's an odd shaped damage that you'll see, and you just have to watch your plants and hope that they grow out of it. If it's just the leaves, it's not a big deal. If it's the whole bunch of stems, then it can be a big problem. And this is Jeff with A Greener View. Thanks for watching.